Our schools, our houses of worship, and yes, small businesses have been impacted. However, while Supervisor Fletcher was long on challenges, he was short on solutions. Solutions are what brought us here today. We need to find solutions for our community. Governor Newsom's 4-tier plan for California is tragically flawed. The color-coded system does not include a green tier, allowing for our economy to reopen at 100%. The governor and his team have not considered the idea that any corner of the state can be fully reopened for business. What an utter lack of vision from our elected leaders. A similar lack of vision was on display here on this very spot this morning. Not having a plan to get back to 100% is the same as not having a plan at all. Moving forward, San Diego needs to set a true and attainable path that addresses both COVID-19 in our community as well as the reopening of our economy safely. Yes, a path rooted in science and safety, but also one that recognizes the damage being done to our community by an ill-conceived Sacramento rubric. This doesn't serve San Diego or her residents, and we deserve better. With that, I would like to introduce Vice Chairman of the San Diego County Board of Supervisors, Mr. Jim Desmond.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate the effort. Love you too, whoever that was. Thank you so much for inviting me to your press conference. This was put on by the businesses of San Diego County, and Angie from Cowboy Star and Butcher Shop. Where's Angie? Is she here? All right, this is primarily her efforts, and everyone else is involved today, so thanks for inviting me. I also want to recognize the fact we have another politician here, Richard Bailey, the mayor of the city of Coronado, is here. So as I look out, you are the heart and soul of San Diego County. You're the businesses that make up San Diego County, and unfortunately with this color-tiered system, you are struggling just to keep your doors open. I've said this time and time again, and I believe it. 99%, and I believe everybody here today, is willing to do the right thing. You're willing to take the safety precautions. You're willing to do the distancing. You're willing to wear the mask. You're willing to do all of the right things, and you've invested thousands of dollars to do that. And regardless of we're in the purple or red tier or whatever the tier is, businesses can't survive on a 10% opening or a 25% opening at all. Thank you. So in about 50 minutes or 55 minutes, we have a closed session here at the Board of Supervisors today. I want you to know I'm going to be fighting against this tiered system the governor has given us, no way out. His plan has backed us into a corner. We have to act, we have to take action against this plan that doesn't even allow over 50% of opening, even if you make it to the yellow tier. And we've lost sight of the original goals. In September, we have had single-digit percentages of COVID patients in hospital beds. Single digits. Thank you. And we have proven, you have proven, we can identify, treat, and protect the most vulnerable people in San Diego County and still be open for business. Absolutely. So let's focus on the hospitalizations and open our businesses back up. Thank you for coming here today. I want you to know I will be your voice of reason in that closed session hearing. I'm going to fight to continue to keep businesses open safely in San Diego County. We can fight the virus and be open for business. Thank you.
Jim, thank you again for your support, and thank you everybody for coming out here today to support our cause. Over the past 6 months, my fellow business owners and I have gone above and beyond what has been asked of us to protect our staff and our patrons. In an abundance of caution, we voluntarily closed our businesses in March and kept them closed for months while the authorities got a handle on what was capable from this pandemic. So when we were allowed to reopen our businesses with limited capacity, many of us invested thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars into our facilities to make them safe for both our staff and our patrons. But now, with more than 6 months into the COVID pandemic, we have a lot more information about the virus and where it thrives. In fact, we can even pinpoint exactly where community outbreaks spread, which has been tied specifically to schools and universities as of late. The governor's thinking has simply not evolved with the data. Specific to fitness, there is no data or evidence to suggest that gyms or yoga studios are linked to the spread of the COVID, when social distancing, increased sanitation, and mask enforcement has all been implemented. And the businesses that are here today are doing all that and more because it's in all their best interests to prevent any outbreaks at any of their facilities. So the bottom line is that the governor says that he is following science, but the decision and policies that he has implemented seem to be based on politics, and all the small businesses that are here. And it's clear that all the small businesses that are here are caught in the crossfire. The fact that a litany of non-essential indoor businesses like casinos are allowed to thrive with indoor patrons, while our small businesses, who represent 60% of San Diego's workforce, are forced to close.
That's right.
We're here today to call on the governor to address the problems where they actually exist, instead of punishing those of us who have proven not to contribute to the spread of COVID. And please allow our local officials, not Sacramento, to be making the decisions for us on what's best for our neighborhood and our local. I greatly appreciate all of your support, and we couldn't get where we are today without it, so thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thanks to John for setting today up. He really deserves a big hand by everyone. It's absolutely critical to San Diego's future. We are going to choose to live or continue a slow death as a people unless we exercise intelligent, informed, and heartfelt decisions regarding our business community and their employees who mean so much to us. No one cares more about them and understands their needs than we do. It's time the county supervisors, those closest to us here in San Diego, and who understand our region the best, are provided authority over reopening. A reopening which is safe, adheres to the appropriate protocols, and ultimately guides us to a future which sees us fully reopened. We must give them our trust, and we must ensure they are provided an oversight partnership with us, promising to resolve the challenges we are experiencing together. A you're open, you're closed, you're open, you're closed approach is mentally defeating and is bankrupting our community businesses and nonprofit cultural treasures. We can't operate at 25% and survive, period. And the current one-size-fits-all is a failed concept. We all know it. We are penalizing those who are adhering to the protocols perfectly by treating everyone the same. How ludicrous is it to believe 700 to 800 SDSU students, nothing against SDSU, included in a case count can close San Diego's businesses? Remember, it's a point we want to never forget. Remember, we must always ensure what we do must make sense. And in this situation, we need to spell it both ways. Everything in San Diego relates to a business model, even our government. And the lot.
Sabotage. Do something. Yeah. Do something here.
Okay.
Grab the flight deck voice.
Exactly right. Even our government and the lives of our own citizens are in jeopardy by not executing an agreed upon reopening process. We can change that. It's time to fight for our community and ensure their jobs are secure, because this is about the future of their families too. Reopening is absolute. As a former Navy fighter pilot, we always believed we were defending a free democracy.
There we go.
Let's go, dude.
It did have batteries in it. Okay, so as a former Navy fighter pilot, we always believed we were defending a free democracy, which involved its citizens in solutions which impacted them. So let's do it now. To our political representatives, we are here today speaking up because it's important and will define our future, define who we are as a people. You are obligated to make a positive difference in the lives of our citizens and partner with them to ensure we succeed together. Thank you.
It's a great turnout. It's fantastic. I got to tell you, I didn't know how many people would show up today. I said in an interview this morning on KUSI that come down to the rally if you've been affected by this in any way, and if you haven't, I'd like to meet you because I never met an astronaut before. You know what I mean? Everybody's been affected by this. It's incredible. And the fact that you guys show up, the people that are standing behind me, these aren't people that get in front of podiums talking about politics. Maybe a couple bad eggs, but that's it. And the bottom line is, we're here for one reason, because we're backed into a corner. End of story. I mean, the numbers don't make sense for us. We're following all the protocols. Everything I've said on the news, barking all week long. Drive down the 5, you're telling me you're going to shut down restaurants that are a controlled environment, practicing all the protocols, all the safety standards, everything. And then you look over at Mission Bay. I've been here for 30 years. I've never seen so many people on a weekend at Mission Bay or Fiesta Island since I've been here. I'm not saying they're doing anything wrong. They're having fun, but you cannot convince me as a lifelong restaurant guy, you shut us down and people aren't going to get together and enjoy a beverage, enjoy some good food. And I don't see a lot of masks out there, and I don't see a lot of social distancing. One of the safest places you can be to enjoy that kind of stuff is right in a restaurant, right in a mall. This isn't just about our industry. That's the big deal here. You know what I mean? We talk about San Diego means business. Small business is big business, not just in our city, our county, our state, but across the nation. It's the foundation of what our economy is built on. It's not just about dollars and economy. It's about our society, you know, getting together and doing the things that we do as human beings. We're social creatures. You can't take that away with no justification in numbers and then tell me that you don't expect disastrous results. Enough is enough. I want to thank everybody again for coming out to support support. I want to thank John and Angie for getting this thing started. I think it's just fantastic. But we're in a spot now where you're putting law-abiding citizens who have taken the protocols and the mandates as a starting point and gone above that for safety. No one here is advocating for unsafe conditions. We know what we're doing. We're professionals. People come out, have a good time, and do what they do. But I'm telling you right now, people are backed into a corner and they got tough decisions to make for one reason, because the governor has not chosen yet to relinquish the control of our county and our city to local people who should be the ones. Our supervisors should be controlling the path that we move forward on. They live here, they work here, they know what's actually going on in the city of San Diego.
Hi guys. Okay. I am the owner of Lashless San Diego in downtown San Diego. These are my employees, Danielle and Crystal. And in March, we were told, just like the rest of the nation, to shut down, and we abided and followed the rules. We were allowed to open in July.
She can't.
We were allowed to open in July 13th, following all guidelines. We are trained for this as beauty professionals. You guys see that map up there? That was the beauty salons before, except our state was the only state that wasn't open. So, I need to talk closer, that's why. Okay. So, I just want to say financially this has been a mess. Every business owner here knows that it's been a mess. But the thing is to wake up every morning and not know if you're unsafe. Right. Somebody else is dictating your future. Amen. Somebody else is dictating whether you're essential, whether you matter. Right. It's very, very, very hard. And it's emotionally exhausting. The tier system does not make any sense. There's no end in sight. What is the end? Is it the end of COVID? Is the vaccine? Are we just going to wear masks forever and live without hugs? Yeah. So we need an answer to that. So I asked today that all the supervisors decide to go against Gavin or whoever, the state, whatever you want to call it, and to stop taking the free money. We just want to be free. Exactly. Yeah. Free to do our best, free to serve our clients, our community, and to live our dreams. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna take a shot, well, without the blowhorn. So I'm the general manager of San Diego Coaster Company. For those of you that don't know what that is, that's Belmont Park. Now, we've been an icon of San Diego for 95 years. We've been an icon of San Diego for 95 years in Mission Beach, California. We have supported this community and given them jobs for generations. Now, as I look around at this collective, just my business alone represents 1,000 jobs, but not this year. This year I laid off 700, and I was hopeful to keep a few hundred of those people working through the summertime. Unfortunately, as the tier system was rolled out, that wasn't going to happen, because while I was optimistic that the tier system would work, it was flawed, and that's an understatement, to say the least. What I noticed is that our attractions and rides didn't even fall into a tier. And so when I looked at my director of operations, and he looked at me in the face and said, we're not going to be able to reopen, and we have no idea when, I could see everything melt down. I could see that he understood that he was going to have to lay his entire team off. And that's devastating. And we still don't have an answer to this day. We still don't have a solution moving forward. So we need to figure this out. You know, I'm looking at case studies for the amusement park industry. All right, got it. So we have case studies. We have Orlando. We have amusement parks that are open in this country, and they have 0 cases traced back to those Disney World, Universal Studios, and SeaWorld. It doesn't make any sense that we are not allowed to reopen. And so when I see that, I wonder, why are we ignoring these real-time case studies? Why aren't we getting that data from these other states that have reopened and creating a solution? Where I'm at with this, hold out hope that we have open lines of communication with those states, because it's extremely important. We have the opportunity to open and improve and get our state's economy back on track. I understand overall this is a fluid situation, and that means it requires an iterative process. We need to be able to shift, pivot, and improve as factors change and vary. You know, my family and I had the opportunity to go around to UTC, North County Fair, and downtown San Diego over the last couple weeks. It's broken! All right. And so we had the opportunity to go around to UTC, North County Fair, and downtown. What I realized is that business after business was shuttered. And for me, when I see that, that's jobs. Jobs after jobs after jobs were being lost. And it's heartbreaking to see that. I'm not ignoring the science. No one here is ignoring the science. We simply cannot let the solution be that people's jobs, education, and businesses are expendable. We cannot have a one-size-fits-all strategy. It's time to take a nuanced approach. It's time for San Diego to take control back. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna try to speak as loud as I can. I coached football for 15 years, so I've had plenty of practice. Hi everybody, my name is Ben Clevenger. I represent restaurants and small business in East County. I own Eastbound Bar and Grill. I'm here representing 45 employees, most of which that are still at home waiting for a phone call for reemployment. I don't play politics with people's lives. In small business, we play reality. In reality, if the metric system that the governor made doesn't change, San Diego will lose its small business and thousands of jobs permanently. In reality, with the poor air quality due to the wildfires, plus the rainy winter months ahead, restaurants will not be able to survive on outdoor seating and 25% indoor dining. In reality, we understand the seriousness of the virus. That is why we have all spent thousands of dollars practicing sanitary and safety protocols for our employees and our guests. In reality, you're allowed to walk into a big business like Walmart, Costco, or a grocery store with hundreds of people not social distancing and touching everything in sight. Sorry. I'll reiterate that. In reality, you're allowed to walk into big business like Walmart, Costco, and grocery stores with hundreds of people not social distancing and touching everything in sight, but you can't come into a restaurant with a capacity of 20, sit 6 feet away from somebody and enjoy a beverage. Yes! The hospitality industry is the #1 employer in San Diego. We all have employees ready and willing to move forward safely and come back to work. They deserve that opportunity. Moving forward with the government tier system, they will never be awarded that opportunity. We all know COVID-19 isn't going anywhere anytime soon. San Diego needs a cohesive plan that keeps us all safe and also allows small business to keep moving forward. No more going backwards. San Diego isn't called America's finest city just for its beauty. It has always been the leader in California when it comes to doing what's best for its citizens. It's time for San Diego to start making decisions for San Diego. Instead of relying on Sacramento,
nervous, so stay with me. I own Flamin' Fun Sushi Bar around the corner, Cedar and 6th. And I was just told about this last night by Jeremy, one of your employees.
Get too close.
And I want to thank everybody. Listen, I'm 27 years old. Since March, I've been working 7 days a week to keep my restaurant going. And I'll work 8 days a week if that's what it takes. But I'm tired of these draconian laws, and I'm tired of being shut down. I had 17. I'm down to 5. I'm barely surviving. And I'm not the only one. No. All of you guys are here to support us, and we appreciate that support. It's been our locals that have been able to keep us going. And I want to thank them from the bottom of my heart, because they don't know how much that means to us. And we're here, we're struggling, and we'll keep working. But we can't be shut down like this. You keep allowing all these big businesses to operate, and you keep signing these stupid laws that, oh yeah, we're gonna protect employees, but at the same time, messing up business owners. Where's our protection? Right? If a customer comes in and gets one of my employees sick, I'm liable for that? My worker comp goes up for that? Well, I'm taking a hit because I have no revenue? Come on, man. I'm tired. I want to keep my business going. Look, I spent 18 months in Afghanistan protecting this country. And I'm tired. I'm a minority. I've come here, I've fought for everything I've had. And nothing's been given to me. And I'll be damned if they take it away.
But I hope you all heard that. I'd like to thank all the supporters of San Diego businesses that are here with us today. That will complete our press conference, but I'd like to invite any members of the media to remain, and please feel free to speak to our business owners that are here today. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.